Well, that was a bit disappointing.
Listen, I know it's not your fault. Somehow YouTube gods decided that these videos deserve a slap. But I'm not giving up.
So let's make a deal. If you enjoyed today's video, do me a favor and watch one of the low view videos I'll put on the screen at the end. They deserve a bit more love, and I'm pretty sure you'll enjoy it as much as this one. Now, let's get back to today's topic. I'm happy to announce that we're expanding our search today. We've got 3 different projects: an Etsy bestseller, a TikTok viral build, and a project doing rounds on Instagram now. 3 platforms, 3 viral ideas, and 3 chances for me to either build something amazing or make some expensive firewood. So without further ado, let's get it done. Let's start with the Etsy project. As always, I'm using nothing but scrap wood I already had lying around. This time, it's a lovely combination of pine and oak, which I'm sure has already offended at least 3 woodworking experts before I even made the first cut. Yes, I'm mixing hardwood and softwood. Call the woodworking police if you must, but give me a chance first. There's actually reason behind it, and no, it's not because I enjoy reading angry comments. I'm also keeping the original Etsy product hidden until the end. That way we can compare the 2 side by side, and you can decide whether my version deserves a place on Etsy, or whether it belongs back in a scrap pile where it came from. For the tray sides, we're using a simple rabbet joint. It's a little stronger than a butt joint and, more importantly, gives you a much better chance on convincing people you actually know what you're doing. It's also a fantastic joint for anyone who enjoys hiding tiny mistakes with a generous helping of glue and sawdust. Don't ask me how I know that. I've signed a non-disclosure agreement with my scrap bin. Spray adhesive and the leather from my old sofa are back in action. See? I told you I never throw anything away for no reason. I wasn't sure whether to add leather to this project, but I figured out if luxury car manufacturers can pair leather with oak, then surely a bloke in a tiny workshop can do the same. Worst case, I've just glued part of my old sofa to a tray. Best case, it's called premium. Yes, we need to be a little extra careful while gluing this bad boy together. The last thing you want is glue all over the leather, because unlike my woodworking mistakes, that one is much harder to hide. So let's try our best, which based on previous videos should be just about enough. With a bit of YouTube magic, the clamps can come off after just few seconds to reveal this absolute masterpiece, or at least that's what I'm calling it until I notice the first mistake. It's still a little rough around the edges, but that's nothing my trusty sander can't fix. And if it can't, well, just call it rusted. By now you should understand why I mixed hardwood and softwood. If not, let me explain. The pine is completely hidden. It's covered with leather on the top and self-adhesive felt on the bottom, leaving only the oak visible. The result? Everyone will assume the whole tray is made from solid oak. Of course, we would never deliberately mislead anyone. We'll simply forget to bring it up. I hope you like my 100% solid oak catch-all tray. Now it's time to reveal the product I base it on. Here it is, a reclaimed rustic wood tray selling for around 40 bucks, or about £30 here in the UK. Not bad for something that's apparently made from exactly the same ingredients as my scrap pile. Let me know in the comments which version you'd rather spend your money on. While you're arguing about that, I'll get project number 2 ready. This one looks easy, and that's exactly what makes it dangerous. I'll be using some scrap oak again, but honestly you could make it from just about anything. Apparently it's considered a great gift. Would I give it to someone? I'm not entirely convinced, but then again, people buy rocks with motivational quotes on them, so who am I to judge? Let's see if this thing deserves all the hype. While I'm working on this piece, I've got a challenge for you. Let me know in the comments the exact moment you realize what this thing actually was. And if you already think this is a weird gift, trust me, you haven't seen anything yet. The last project today makes this one look completely normal. As for the actual build, it's surprisingly sensible for something that's apparently become a viral gift. The base uses a proper half-lap joint, which is not only stronger than simply screwing two bits of wood together, but also makes you look at least 37% more professional. When it comes to attaching the legs, you've got options. Screws will do the job perfectly well, but dowels are definitely the fancier choice. They hide all the fixings, which is ideal if you're trying to convince people this was handcrafted by a skilled artisan rather than assembled in your garage while drinking tea and talking to yourself. Right, we've reached the sketchy part, at least if you're using dowels instead of screws. I've somehow managed to clamp this thing mid-air, drill the dowel hole and glue it together without it collapsing onto the floor. I honestly have no idea how it worked. People keep telling me I should start a woodworking school. After watching this, I think circus is probably a better career choice. It's time for sanding, and this isn't one of those jobs you want to rush. Leave these edges sharp and this thing will happily introduce someone's hand to a splinter the size of a kebab skewer. By now you should have a pretty good idea what it is. If not, congratulations, you're about to be just as surprised as I was when I found out people actually buy these. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a plant pot stand. Apparently it's a great gift. I'll let you decide that one. This idea comes from Mark Stranero TikTok and has over 500,000 views. Right, I think it's time to move to project number 3. This is officially the weirdest project of the day, so I'll leave you with the build, some music and the workshop sound. Let me know in the comments when exactly you realized what it was, and whether you've seen it before. Apparently this thing has over 4 million views on Instagram. Why? I honestly have no idea, but I suppose I don't have to understand everything the internet does. It's time for the final reveal. If you still haven't figured out what this thing is, brace for an impact. As always, likes and comments are free, so don't be stingy. And remember our deal, pick one of these videos, you'll enjoy it and it keeps the YouTube gods happy. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one.